Welcome to another edition of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. Today's whiskey is continuing to drink Whistle Pig Piggyback in a new cup. Oh, it smells so good. I just love this whiskey. And then today's Nerd Stuff is going to be going over some comic books that I picked up the other day. Wanted to give a quick shout out to DC Comics and Gaming, where I picked up these comics. This is not sponsored. This is not anything like that. This just happened to be where I went. I was in Oklahoma City and found this local game store, and they had 60% off on their single boxes, and I could not pass up on their 60% off sale. So I felt like I got an amazing deal. Asked them if it was okay if I grabbed one of their flyers. That was pretty cool, and that sale, don't know if the sale's still going on, but I got such a good deal, and I was so happy with what I've got. It's probably enough to fill a couple videos, depending on how long I go, but I just wanted to give them a quick shout out for anybody who's in the Oklahoma City area. Definitely worth checking them out. And they also have Magic the Gathering events and games and stuff like that, so it was pretty cool. I really had a good time when I was there. So the first comic book, of course, is Conan the Barbarian. Anytime I find these older Conan books, I always pick them up. And knowing that it was 60% off, how could I pass up? This is Conan the Barbarian number 20. Always loved the old Conan art. Always a fan. Thought it was pretty cool. The next one was Conan number 40. Again, 60% off. How could you pass it? Thought it was a pretty cool cover. Next one, I picked this up. I did something about the cover I liked. Haven't really collected the G.I. Joe comic books all that much. I just thought it was a cool cover. And again, when you're getting 60% off and you're in the dollar bin, how do you pass that up? Heroes for Hire, I picked it up just because I like the cover. Issue looks like it's Heroes for Hire, this version, number 2. Next one was a comic book that I had not seen before. I thought it was really cool. It's James Bond, For Your Eyes Only, number 2. I don't recall very many James Bond comic books. I saw this. I really thought it was cool. I thought, how can you pass up on James Bond? Would be curious, anybody else that's watching this, if they know kind of how big or how many different volume stories, whatnot there is for James Bond comic books. Is it highly collectible? Did anybody collect these? Did they like the comics? Would love to hear what people have to say about this particular series. The next one is something I picked up and I just thought it was cool. Always loved the old DC covers. Rip Hunter Time Master. Thought it was really cool. I have not watched it, but I think, and I may be making confusing things. There was a show on, I want to say it was WB or the CW, the Arrowverse, where it has Arrow and Flash and a few other shows. I felt like there was a show where that Rip Hunter might have been on one of those. I don't remember what it was. If anybody knows, would love to hear. If you can comment in the comment section what the name of that show was. I'm drawing a blank at the moment. But I know it was part of the Arrowverse where they had Arrow, Flash. I want to say Supergirl was on there as well, and a few others. But I felt like there was an ensemble show where it had a bunch of characters from the various shows, and it was part of a time-traveling thing. I just thought this was a really cool cover, older comic. And again, when I saw it for 60% off, I think I paid like $1 for this thing when it was all said and done. Another one that I picked up was Man from Atlantis. I thought it was really cool. I thought this cover was really cool, and it was just one that I haven't recalled seeing. And for me, it was one of those things I definitely got to pick it up. Next is Dazzler. Dazzler number 1. Thought it was a really cool cover, and how do you pass up on something that's got Spider-Man on the cover as well? This looks like Dazzler number 1. Not too familiar with this run, but I just thought the cover was cool and wanted to pick it up. The second one was Dazzler number 2, another cool cover. Again, I don't know too much about this particular run. Would love to hear if anybody has some knowledge on the Dazzler comic. and was it run? Was it successful? Cool character. Would really love to hear people comment on that. At first glance, I thought it was Dagger from Cloak and Dagger, but then I saw it said Dazzler, so it was kind of found that interesting. Let me take a sip of whiskey again with this Whistle Pig. Last one for this short video is Devil Dinosaur, issue number 2. I've seen this particular run here and there. I thought this was really cool. It was something that I picked up. I'll have to take a read of this. I don't know very much about this particular run. Again, for those watching the video, would love to hear what your thoughts are on this particular series. Is it highly collectible? Is it not? I just thought it was a cool cover. It was something I immediately wanted to pick up. Is this something that's worth spending the time to chase and see what I can find? And then that's this particular run for this batch. I've got enough to probably do about 4 or 5 quick short videos. Rather than me go on for a half hour, I thought it would be cool just to do a few 5 to 7 minute video lengths on this one. I do want to say I appreciate everybody that does watch these videos. If you do like the videos, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps. I would love to hear any comments and suggestions out there for anybody who has any particular comics that I should go hunting for, or between the comic books, the Magic the Gathering, the games, if there's a particular favorite that you'd like to see more of. Again, I would love to hear the comments. Until next time, cheers.